Good morning. Can you hear me okay? Okay. To give you a building committee update, I thought it would be best to look at the 4 phases that we have been working with. If I could have that first slide, there you go. Yes, if you remember, our GC, J.H. Batten, gave us 4 independent construction phases that we could either do each one at a time or do them all together. So this is what we've been working with. A brief review. This has not changed from what you've seen before. I just thought a quick review would help me better explain and you understand our decision-making process. So you'll see in the blue Phase A, which is an expansion and renovation of the fellowship hall and the kitchen. You'll see Phase B is in the tan. It's an expansion of our existing narthex as well as adding some narthex space where our current outdoor walkway is, and the installation of an elevator. Phase C in the green is the remodeling of our existing restrooms to create 2 large ADA accessible restrooms. Excuse me. And Phase D in the purple is revamping our nursery preschool type area so we can comply with current fire code, which requires us to keep all young children downstairs. As well as just a new attractive space for our existing children and hopefully future prospective members with young children. If you'll go to the next slide for me. These are the changes to our second floor plan. You'll see in the blue again, those are the changes to Phase A would require, which would be the updating the upstairs bathrooms, as well as to give us some maximum space in our fellowship hall, we're moving the interior stairwell to an exterior stair. And that gives us more space, so we have to reconfigure the hallway in the second floor to give us an emergency exit. And you'll also see in the tan, that would be the second floor narthex addition where the elevator would unload. So all this gets me to, next slide, sorry. Okay, our cost. This is what the building committee has been grappling with. As you will see, all 4 phases, total cost was $2.4 million. If you'll remember, in late February, our church council met and we approved moving forward with the design of all drawings. And we also agreed upon, based on our current capital campaign commitments, that's hard to say, and the recommendation in the finance committee, we agreed on a $1.55 million budget. So as you can see, we can't do everything. So the building committee met in early March with the sole purpose of coming together and deciding what are we going to do in our first construction project. What are we going to do first? There was a lot of deliberation. There were 2 priorities that came up, fellowship hall kitchen and an elevator. If you look at those 2 phases, Phase A has a fellowship hall kitchen at $1.1 million. Phase B has the elevator at $875,000. Quick addition tells you that math doesn't work with $1.55 million. So we had to come together, we had to compromise. And we did. The building committee voted to proceed with remodeling the fellowship hall and the kitchen, remodeling the existing bathrooms, which is Phase C. Together, we feel like these remodels will address the majority of our current HVAC, heating and air, and plumbing issues that we are dealing with. So that's a positive. We also voted to move forward with partial Phase B. We want to move forward with the part that removes the existing wall between the narthex and the hallway to go ahead and open up that narthex space, give us an idea of that expansion. And we're going to ask the architect to relook at our drawings so that the next possible money we receive, whether that be from a grant that Ed's researching or whether that be from increased giving from membership, that we can immediately install an elevator. So that's where we are. Last Tuesday, we met with J.H. Batten, our general contractor, and Yancey Powers, our architect. We explained to them exactly where we want to start. We started to look at our detailed drawings. We also explained our concern about the elevator and want to move forward as quickly as possible with that, if we can. And he's working on it. So what's happening now is he's working on detailed drawings. He promised to have us something in 3 weeks, that was from Tuesday, so 2.5 weeks. He also has his civil and electrical designers coming out to do a site visit, so that should happen the next couple weeks. J.H. Batten, now that they know exactly what we want to build first, is looking at construction sequence. Construction's going to be inconvenient. I'm sorry it's messy, We've got to just tear a bunch of stuff out before we can put it back together. So they will be looking at ways where we can have maximum use of our facilities during the construction process. So that's where we are right now. We will come back together in 3 weeks, hopefully start approving some plans. Long-term goal is still we're 4 to 5 months from a building permit. So we're still hoping for construction to begin mid to late summer. Please remember there's a lot of variables that we're not in control of. The building team will do our best to respond as quickly as possible, but we ask for your patience because we want to make the right decisions and we want time to do it right, because we hope to only do this once, something this big anyway. Then we also will have to meet again with the district building committee, our board of location, I can't remember the exact name, and then we have Guilford County permitting. So a lot of variables, can't give you an exact date yet, but I want you to know we are in process, we are working. The next details we'll start thinking about are interior colors, cabinets, appliances, flooring, all that kind of stuff. So I ask you to continue to pray for your building team as we do our best to make the correct decisions or the best decisions for our congregation. Please know that we value your input and opinion. We acknowledge that we won't make everybody happy with every decision we make, but we will do our best to take your opinion into consideration and make the best decisions we possibly can. Also want to note we're 100% transparent. I'll be here after the service. Welcome your questions and concerns. Also, the other committee members, and I'll try my best to name them, Elaine Christopher, Todd Thomas, Al Hartman, Sam Thompson, Derek Foy, Mark Richardson, Suzette Shelton, myself, and Ed. Love to talk to you at any time. Welcome your questions. Thank you.